guys. Look at the letterhead. If you want to get in touch with me, there it is. I call this the Spindex caper. What's this Spindex? Look to the left. 2 wheels. You see it? We all got one. We all know what it is, right? You can buy them for chump change. Everybody has 1 or 2 or whatever, right? Handy as hell in some cases and a fucking pain in the ass in others. It's got limits. It's limited, right? What I'm saying is, I got this idea that I can make these things really practical and functional, right? The whole reason for this video is I'm comment mining. What's that mean? I'm trying to talk fancy. I want you guys to comment here and tell me what you think of my idea. I'm going to lay it on you. I'm going to show you the shortcomings, and I'm going to lay it on you, and I want to know, encourage me or tell me I'm an asshole. I don't really give a shit. But I'm on a fishing expedition. I call this the Tooth Fairy scenario, right? I got an idea. I believe in the Tooth Fairy, and I want to use you guys to encourage me or discourage me or just exchange ideas. All right? Can you dig it? Welcome. This video is called the Spindex Caper Part 1A. Spindex meaning a little indexing tool. My name is Jim. This is a letterhead for our company. Got my telephone number down the bottom, my fax number, and my email. Make note of that in case you want to get in touch with me. Let me move up now. I want to talk about indexing. See it at the top? These arrows are pointing to a dividing head on the left, a super spacer on the right, common tools in the machine shop. Follow my mouse. You see that? It says direct indexing. There's a red arrow down to a collar. There's a bolt circle on that collar with a number of holes in it. I don't know how many holes are in it, but inside this dividing head, there's a mechanism that pushes a pin out into one of those holes, and you can index by pushing in the hole. Leaves you, it's simple and it's accurate. Down here on the left of that divider head, I put a formula, 40 over N. You see it there? That's a formula we all know. Over here on the right, super spacer. See the box up there? There's an arrow, red arrow to a graduated collar. Turn the crank, read the collar, you can divide it pretty accurately. A little bit of math involved, but it's accurate as a bitch. You see down here, it's in red, it says direct indexing. To me, I don't know, this one looks like a lock. You unlock it, move it, and then lock it. That's direct indexing. Again, I don't know how many holes are in that damn thing, but that's where the action takes place, all right? Let's go down here to a Spindex. Hang on. I'm going to tell you some of the subtleties about this Spindex. All right. Starting top right. There's an index plate with 36 holes in it. If you look closely, you can see 0 is here. It goes all the way around 35 there. It ends up 36 holes on a bolt circle. Bottom left, you see it says 10 holes. There's a red arrow pointing to a hole. Those holes are on the same bolt. It's on the casting. Those holes are on the same bolt circle as on the index plate. See the push pin above it? It's got a red arrow. That pin can be put in any one of those holes. With that thing you can get, it's not difficult, but it's a little wonky. You can get 1 degree increments accurately by moving that pin, but it gets to be wonky math. Not difficult, but might drive you a little fucking crazy trying to figure it out. You can screw things up if you don't pay attention. Alright? You see this gray thing that says Mickey Mouse spindle lock? It's put into that little aluminum clamp there. Right? That's supposed to lock the spindle. Thing ain't, it's about as useless as tits on a bull. Alright? Now you see this red line here? That's the axis of the spindle. The arrow comes down, follow the arrow, it says crunchy end play along the axis line. What does that mean? That means the collar on each end, there's horizontal play on it. It's hard to get it right because I don't know what to tell you. The collars are out a little bit. Everything gets a little screwed up. You go try to index it. It's crunchy. You're milling it. Goes back and forth. It's not a good system. Let me go over here. We'll look to the right. Dead center. It says 36 holes. The same 30. It's just another view. Another view of the 36 holes. You see where my mouse is? There's a push pin there. See, the pin's in the hole. Top right here, it says push pin. That's the pin that's in it. You notice it's not in this hole here where the 0 is. It's been moved around. It does what I call, it's like musical chairs, all right? Let me tell you something about this thing. They're handy, but they're wonky. You understand? They're sold, you can buy them for chump change, but that's about all they're worth. I've seen some YouTubers take these things and alter them and turn them into champagne indexing units. You know what I mean? I've seen them. Anyways, they took them. I've seen some nice machining, nice craftsmanship when they alter them. I've seen some wild engineering where they changed them completely, right? Some of them went from a turtle to the Roadrunner. Some of these guys did some wacky work on these. Really made my boat float. You understand? But let me tell you something about this thing. Even though it can index to 1 degree increments, that doesn't mean shit, because if you from 0 to 60 holes, this thing can only do 19 divisions. How about the other 40 some odd divisions? It can't do it. So as an indexer, it sucks because it can't do many indexes, right? Alright? And look, I'll show it to you right here. I made a chart. See, it says OEM index, Spindex divisions, top left column. OEM plate divisions. That's what the Spindex can do. Let me put it right here. It can do from 1 to 6 divisions. Of course, you got to play musical pins to get it. All right. It can't do 7. It can do 8 to 10. It can't do 11. It can do 12, but it can't do 13 and 14. It can do 15, but it can't do 16 and 17. This is going to be a pain in the ass. It can do 18, but it can't do 19. You see it? As we go down, the red numbers are the amount of divisions that it can't do. Now, we get the other color, you're going to see a whole lot of red. You see it up here? 32 to 35, it can't do that. It can only do 36. 37 to 39, it can do 40. 41 to 44, it can do 45. From here on, it's nothing but red. You see it? Look at them suckers. It can do 60. How do you like them apples, right? My goal is to take one of these critters, edit it like them YouTubers did. I have a few different ideas. I think I can change the dynamics of this thing. You understand? All right? Anyways, I'm out of here.